When I first received your message, I was filled with excitement and anticipation. It was a message that spoke from the heart, a message that contained more than just words. It carried meaning, sincerity, and a request that I had long awaited. You were asking for something important, something life-changing, and that was asking for my hand. The idea of it all left me speechless for a moment, and I couldn't help but reflect on the gravity of this moment. But, before I could fully process my feelings, I knew there was one person I needed to share this with, someone whose opinion I value more than anyone else in my life. So, I went to my father. I shared your message with him, eager to hear his thoughts, eager to see if he could help me make sense of it all. You see, my father is a man who doesn't just speak. He speaks with wisdom, care, and love. He takes his time to think through things carefully, and when it comes to matters of the heart, he doesn't rush. So when I shared your message, I knew I had to be patient. I wasn't just looking for a quick response. I wanted him to take his time and consider everything. When he finally spoke, his response was a mixture of curiosity, understanding, and concern. He appreciated the effort you put into reaching out, acknowledging the uniqueness and sincerity of your words. He understood that asking for someone's hand is not a light request. It's a commitment, a promise to walk together in the journey of life. But as much as he saw the love in your message, he also had questions. He wanted to know your intentions better, to understand what you saw for the future. His concerns weren't born out of doubt, but out of care, not just for me, but for both of us. He wanted to make sure that we were making decisions with clear minds and thoughtful hearts, not rushed or hasty decisions. His feedback made me realize how much love and wisdom he has to offer. As he spoke, his tone shifted from one of concern to one of deeper reflection. He began to recall moments from his own life, sharing lessons he had learned along the way. The stories he shared weren't just for me, they were reminders of the value of trust, understanding, and patience in any relationship. He spoke about how these qualities are the true foundations of a lasting bond, and how, even when things get tough, love has the power to overcome many obstacles. One of the most important points he made was that words and actions must align. He reminded me that while love messages, romantic gestures, and grand declarations are beautiful, what truly matters is how we support each other in the day-to-day, how we handle the highs and lows, how we weather the storms together, and how we show up for each other in every moment. It's easy to be swept away by big moments and grand gestures, but the small, steady actions are the ones that build trust over time. That's where true love grows. It's in the quiet moments, the little acts of kindness, the patience we show, and the understanding we extend to each other. As he continued to share his thoughts, I began to see things from a new perspective. It wasn't just about me or you. It was about the bigger picture. It was about building something meaningful together, something strong that could withstand the trials of life. My father's wisdom gave me clarity, reminding me that relationships are not just about two people in love. They're about the partnership that we build, the support we give each other, and the way we lift each other up. He wanted me to know that love isn't just about bringing happiness. It's also about inspiring growth. Growth as individuals and growth as a couple. His advice on the importance of understanding and compromise also stood out to me. He reminded me that no two people are alike, and it's our differences that make a relationship rich and meaningful. We will face challenges, there's no avoiding that, but what matters is how we handle them. The key to overcoming any obstacle, he said, is a deep, genuine understanding of one another, and the willingness to compromise when necessary. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. The relationship we build together must be based on mutual respect and shared values, and if we can focus on that, then we have a strong foundation. In his next words, my father touched on something that struck me deeply. He spoke about trust. He explained that trust is not something that happens overnight. It's something we must earn, day by day, through sincerity, consistency, and genuine care for each other. Trust is the glue that holds everything together in a relationship. It's the confidence we have in one another, the belief that no matter what happens, we have each other's backs. And trust is built through actions, not just words. He reminded me that your message was a positive first step in building that trust. It showed honesty and thoughtfulness, and that's what made it stand out. But of course, no relationship is without its difficulties. And my father acknowledged that there may be misunderstandings along the way, and there may be moments where we disagree or find ourselves facing challenges. But he made it clear that how we resolve those issues will define the strength of our relationship. It's not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about how we handle the bumps in the road, how we communicate, and how we come together to find solutions. What really touched me, though, was when my father spoke about the role of family in a relationship. He reminded me that love is not just about two people, it's about the families that support them as well. Families play a crucial role in relationships, offering guidance, wisdom, and love. However, he was careful to note that while family can provide support, it's essential to set boundaries and not let their influence overstep. Blending our lives with our families might present challenges, but it's a challenge worth facing. The key is honesty, open communication, and the willingness to learn from each other. Towards the end of our conversation, my father shared something personal, something that made me realize just how much he believes in us. He told me that he saw traces of his own experiences in mine. He spoke about his own journey of love, how, like us, he had hope. He faced challenges, and yet he was still willing to fight for love. He admitted that at first he was a bit skeptical. But after reading your message, he saw your true intentions. He saw the sincerity in your words, and it opened his eyes. He spoke highly of your loyalty and maturity, two traits he deeply admires. He also reminded me that relationships are not about proving who is right, but about choosing, every day, to stand by each other, despite our flaws, despite our mistakes. It's about love, self-control, and equal dedication. These are the things that make a relationship strong, and these are the things that will carry us through. In the final moments of our talk, my father reflected on the transformative power of love. True love, he said, does more than bring happiness. It teaches us selflessness, sensitivity, and resilience. It helps us grow, not just as individuals, but as partners who support each other no matter what. He appreciated the humility and depth in your message, and he spoke about how love is a journey, not a destination. Every moment, whether joyful or challenging, shapes the bond we share. He urged me to treasure the little things in life, the shared dreams, the small acts of kindness, the moments of laughter. These, he said, are the foundations of a strong, lasting bond. His words left me feeling inspired. They reminded me that, no matter what obstacles we face, love can guide us through. If we remain committed, if we stay true to each other, there is nothing we cannot overcome. Before our conversation ended, my father expressed his heartfelt hopes for our future. He reminded me that every great story is built on trust, effort, and the courage to face challenges together. Your message, he said, was more than just words. It was a reflection of your sincerity and your willingness to be a part of this journey with me. His feedback was thoughtful, encouraging, and filled with hope. It reminded me to always treasure the bond we share, to keep moving forward with love, and to face the future with determination and care. And so, as I reflect on everything my father shared with me, I'm filled with gratitude. I'm grateful for his wisdom, for his love, and for his belief in us. And as I stand here, considering your request, I can say with confidence and sincerity, yes, I will be yours if you will have me. Yes, I will take your hand and walk forward with you, with love, trust, and a deep commitment to building something meaningful and lasting.